Hey YouTube, so this is our first video. My husband has given me permission to record him as he build his big block 4 450. What is it? 454. I almost had it right. I'm learning. I'm in his shop. Yes, his shop. Really nice. Um so we're gonna take y'all on the journey with us. This is not his first one. He put one in his Camaro about how many years ago? Last year. And so he decided to um switch it out with a big block. He got a small block in there now. This is his. But he's putting a big block in there. And I'm helping him. This is what we got so far. He got it on the engine turn. Engine stand. So we colored, we painted all that right there. It wasn't that color. I did that. Alright. And this is set up. These are the heads. These are
what are they?
Oh gosh. They're not aluminum.
Yeah, they are.
Yes. Aluminum is lightweight. So we decided to go and take those out, which is heavy. And we went with these, which are aluminum, which is lightweight for the engine, which will lighten the weight for the car. See, I told y'all I'm learning.
You ready?
This is the intake. Y'all see this work he got done to it? Let me tell you, when I say this man is doing it, he's doing it, okay? All right. We get ready to prop it all up so we can do what we do. You ready? All right, we ready. What I'm doing?
Where your gloves?
Oh, I gotta get my gloves. Oh, got my gloves?
Let's go.
We do not own the rights to this music.
Yeah. Let's put some bolts in her.
All right, y'all. So I switch roles. I'm gonna let him tell y'all what he's doing.
That's fine.
Uh-uh.
I think they enjoy you doing it more.
No, because you know what you're talking about. I'm learning.
Well, first you gotta prep the washers here. You gotta put this fastener of lubrication on.
As y'all can see, he's a Chevy guy. What you doing?
So we're gonna put the lubrication on the washers for the bolts. Each side has about 16 bolts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And the easiest way to do it is with this. They got this little loop thing here, but I can do it faster with this. I thought I did it, maybe not. You think areas, you think comfort, you want to just put on there. You see it. That's on there.
What does that do?
So what this does is help the bolts torque better. It allows them to turn and not bind to give you a false torque reading.
You say torque, so that means turn, right?
Torque spec, right. So the bolts have to be down to a certain torque spec to hold down the head so it doesn't blow the gasket from all the compression from the motor. So you have to put these in there. This just helps give you a true turn. It doesn't bind on the washers, that's all. That's all it is. And then once we do this, we put this on the bolts. And then our next move is we have to put sealant, thread sealant on your bolts because they go through water jackets. And like everybody says, you don't want the water to get in the oil mix. So you have to do that as well. So that's doing that too. So the best stuff I use is Loctite. I've seen great reviews on it and it worked perfect in the small block. Yeah.
What is it?
That stuff right there, Loctite. Head, boat, water jacket sealant. This stuff right here is the best to me. Yeah.
And you putting it on what?
So I put that on the threads, yeah. So how you do it, you thread it up. And then you got to make sure you put it to where the bevel side is towards the boat, the flat side towards the head. Do that. And that's a lot of things you got to do. So it definitely takes a minute. So now we're going to put our thread sealant on these bolts. And I'm going to do this. I'm putting a lot on it because you can just never be too sure of this stuff. So of course I'm going overboard. All right, so these are the go in certain sections. You got to get the right ARP bolts for your specific head. This is a Brodex head that's technically built like a stock cast iron big block head, but it's been ported, so it's opened up the intake and external port, exhaust ports, and then the actual exhaust valves are huge. Exhaust valve, intake valve. Intake valve is huge, exhaust valve is huge. And they redesigned the chamber here, so it's slightly closed versus it being an open chamber on the other original block. Original head. So honestly, with this part, I'm going to take my time. The next good thing about an ARP bolt is they make a smaller hex head for it, so you don't have to remove your valve train, your springs or whatnot to get to the bolts. All of them are able to get to without removing retainers, springs, or anything. So that's another super cool thing about the ARP studs. A lot of people only associate them with their strength, which is 180,000 tensile strength, but it's also the fact that they make it easy for you to put them on and stuff. So we're gonna get much on here as possible, and then we'll drop the medium length bolts where they should go. And then the next special bolts are these 4 bolts here that go on the edge. They're shorter, and they also require a different torque spec. So they go in the holes right here. Oh, you can hold. You got your gloves on. Them things kind of grease on them now. I'm pretty sure this is overkill, but I'm not taking no chances. All right. I bought enough of this anyway, so if this tube is enough to do this right here, I'm more than happy. All right, the rest are the same size, so just gonna knock these in, and we'll be good to go. Then we'll start torquing them down. You have to torque them in a sequence 3 times, 20, 40, then you go up to the 70 torque spec based off of ARP's recommendation. So we'll do that in here in a little bit. You gonna hold all these? I think it was a really good idea what Brodex did here, though.
What's that?
So what they did, they made this head, this aluminum head with the same concept of the stock head, right? So you don't have to worry about a lot of modifications with a big block. You see what I'm saying? So basically, even the exhaust ports are in the same spot. Your AFR, your Pro Max, all of those, they generally have about a 1/2 inch to almost 3 inch. Well, they have a good bit. I'm not even gonna say what I think it is because I'm not sure. But the exhaust port is off a little bit. It's raised up, this area here. So if that's raised up, now when you get your headers or whatever you got, your exhaust you got on it, now you have to redo it because it don't drop down the same in most situations. Of course, you're gonna have people like, well, I did it and it didn't do that. So, yeah. I use the same stuff here though. I use the same stuff, babe, on my on the intake manifold bolts too, and I mean 0 leaks. This stuff is really, really good. I'll tell you one thing, it's much easier doing this outside the car.
He said that, y'all, because the last one he put it in while it was in the car.
Yeah,
which was much challenging.
Yeah, that was a challenge.
But he did it.
Yeah, I did.
You gonna up the hood so they can see what you got under your hood?
Oh, sure. I can do that.
All right, y'all. So we back. I wanted him to show y'all what he got under his hood. Y'all see this? So this is the small block. Okay? And he's replacing it with that big block. But he did a lot. When I say a lot of work, a lot of work. All right, so I don't know everything. You want to tell them all what you?
Just standard dug headers, long tube ceramic coated headers, tall valve covers, roller rockers, roller lifters, roller cam retrofit, Howard setup, scat crank, Edelbrock Performer intake EPS, serpentine belt setup right there. Double pumper 650 Holly. It's been worked on, so I think it's been jetted specifically for this 355 hitter. That's about it though.
Okay. Well, I just wanted y'all to see.
Canister for the cam because it's super big.
He did all of this, so he wanted to replace it with a big block, and so that's what we're doing. All right, back to the building. Hold tight. All right, go ahead.
All right, so basically you have to do these in the right sequence. So I'm just snugging them down very, very lightly. Uh-oh. That one don't sound good. Let me... It shouldn't be buying like that. Let's see what's going on. You don't want no trouble with these, you know. Oh no, it's fine.
Yeah, so why did it make that noise?
Well, it's a clutch. The clutch and the drill bit. I got it really sensitive because I don't want to torque anything down. So it's just very lightly snugging everything. So sometimes if they're too hard to put in, not that they're necessarily cross thread, it's just a little shaggly. Oh no. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 4 is here. See, 4. Then 5. 5. 6 is here. See how you don't have to remove the valve train? You got a smaller head on it. You can use a smaller socket. So you don't have to remove this. You use stock bolts, stock head. Sometimes you got to remove this bolt here. All of this just to get a bolt in there to torque it. Right? 7, 8, 9, 10 here. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's it. It's on there.
So what happens if you go out of order?
If you go out of order, it doesn't seat the head gasket correctly, and you end up blowing a head gasket. What you want is an even compression of the head gasket so it seals uniformly.
Also, not this side to this side.
Right.
It's like,
so you go here and you spread out.
Got
so
it.
It's a uniform seal.
Got it.
Yep. So now
has to be a uniform seal, you guys.
Our first torque spec is 20 foot-pounds.
Let's walk over.
So we're gonna do this the digital way. And we're gonna run a digital gauge on it. Not a big fan of it, but my other one doesn't seem to want to work right. So, oh wow, we're all the way up to 100. I had to bring this way down. Right, so our first hit is going to be 25 foot-pounds. Yeah, I think I can hit all of them. Yep, I should be able to hit them that way. Nice. All right, you got one in your hand? Oh, never mind. I can do this. I'm gonna peel this little piece off. So let's see what we got here. $25 foot-pounds. All right, we're starting in the middle here. So we're gonna go to 25. Let's make sure I'm doing this right. Oh, wow. Oh, that's nice. You can set memory for this thing. You got memory you can set for this joker. Okay, let's go back, Trace. Oh, wow. All right, so 25. 26.